Hi everyone, it's Kara's Vent here. I thought it was about time I did another vlog. This vlog is going to be about a little weekend trip me and Raspberry took a few weeks back and how it went, because it was the first ever proper break we've had since he's gotten ill.
Where'd you go?
We went to Warner Lakeside, coastal village.
Yeah. Okay. What was it like when you got there?
In respect of what?
Well, parking and things like that.
Right.
Carry on going, I'm doing this in one shot.
Okay.
So all of you people listening to this is me, by the way. Earlier.
Yes, Raspberry Talk is filming this for me. I thought I'd get him involved.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. Yes, parking was not brilliant actually for people that were disabled. But we did manage to find a parking spot right by where we were staying, which was lucky and by chance. But the only trouble was, because of where we were, we didn't have to walk quite a bit to get to reception, which was not the best thing in the world. But talking of reception, when we went to sign in or check in, as some people would say, the woman at reception was really nice and friendly. They had a proper reception desk, which was good, because we've been to one of the other Warners, the Gunton one. They didn't have a proper reception area or anything, but this one did, so I thought that was a lot better and they were a lot more friendlier.
Did anyone offer to carry your bags?
Yes, they did ask if we wanted help with bags, but we said no, because like I said, we were parked not too far from where we had to stay, and the luggage we do have is on wheels, so it's a lot easier for me to just wheel it rather than having to actually carry.
Because I can't carry things because I'm a spaz.
Yes, because Raspberry can't lift anything or carry anything.
So what was the room like?
The room on first inspection was nice. It wasn't anything special. Considering it was meant to be a standard plus, it was a little bit disappointing.
What was the bathroom like in there though?
There was a few floors in there, yes, where it looked like it'd been rushed actually, because where the bath was, the sealant stuff, it was not done very well, and it looked like it'd been rushed as well.
What'd you do after we'd got into the room? What did we do next? Because I can't remember.
Right, we both noticed that the celebration pack thing we'd ordered wasn't there, so we had to traipse all the way back to reception, which took forever, because obviously Raspberry Talk can't walk at normal speed, and we didn't take the wheelchair because he absolutely hates using his chair. But when we did get there, we mentioned it obviously to reception that our celebration pack wasn't there. After about 5 or 10 minutes of the lady going on the computer system, she finally found us on the system, rang up the guys that deal with the celebration packs, and apparently they were on their way there then, which I thought was a bit wrong, because I thought the whole point of these celebration packs is when you get to your room, it's there, ready. And you're like, oh, that's nice. I don't know if the celebration packs are the same at the other Warners, but when it did turn up, it was disappointing, to say the least. But I don't want to talk about all that at the moment.
Okay. So what did we do about food and stuff while we were there?
Breakfast and dinner was included, and it was really good. Actually, after check-in, we did have to go over to the restaurant and find out where we were going to be seated, and they could see that Raspberry Talk had some problems, so they moved us to a nice quiet area, which was not too far from when we had to go to get the food.
And this holiday was for relaxing, wasn't it? So, and we needed to go and talk to somebody else in the salon.
Yes, we did. I'd been emailing this young lady previously, a week ahead, about, explaining to her about what problems Raspberry Talk has, and the fact that we both wanted a massage, and that, but he needed to be reassured that I was there with him and so on. Anyway, it sounds a bit complicated, doesn't it? I haven't explained it very well.
Get your feet off my chair.
Sorry.
Wobbling the camera.
Sorry.
Off. Get them off.
Sorry. Right.
Bloody women.
Still rolling, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still rolling.
This is going to be so funny.
Oh,
God, where was I? Lost
you've gone to see the lady at Ludacris.
Right, yes, Leslie was a nice lady. We went to see Ludacris. Yes, they were really, really accommodating, actually. She booked us in for the last session on the Sunday because she knew it would be quiet. They didn't have a room where we could both be in, but what they did was they had 2 adjoining rooms and kept the doors open, so me and Raspberry Talk could talk to each other if we needed to. And yeah, they were really good.
So arrival was good. Food that night was good.
The food was amazing. The waiter we had, he was just brilliant. He was so friendly.
Really accommodating and helpful.
He was. And at one point he could see I was struggling with 2 plates, and he got me a tray and he took it to our table for me. He was brilliant. Fantastic. And his name was Carol, with a K.
So we enjoyed our first night and we fell off to sleep, and we woke up the next day.
Yeah, and I found something that's quite familiar, actually. It's a problem we had in the older house, actually. Damp.
Mm.
There was damp all over the windows.
On the inside?
On the inside, yes, and it was actually dripping off the door handle.
Ew.
And I am going to include pictures on this as well.
That's not good.
No, it was not good indeed.
So it's all on the windows, running down the walls,
Yeah.
soaking into the carpet.
Yeah, and I even felt the walls, and it was, clear that this was an ongoing problem. We did report it to reception, and the nice lady at reception was like, "Oh, yeah, and I explained to her that Raspberry Talk has conditions that
the classic, the compromised immune system.
yes.
What does a compromised immune system mean?
That is a compromised immune system.
Yeah, it means that my immune system is compromised. That's how you explained it to the nice lady, wasn't it?
It is, yes. I just wanted to make a point that his immune system is compromised because of the conditions he has. But she said she reported it to maintenance, and apparently maintenance went out and looked at the problem.
So we went off and chilled, didn't we?
Yeah, we went off and went to get our swim gear, and thought we'd go and try the pool. We were told there was disabled changing rooms. In actual fact, it was a room. It was very clear this was not properly adapted, because the bench that was in there to sit on was not very stable to sit on for me, let alone someone like Raspberry Talk. So it was not brilliant.
I noticed that the lockers they'd put in there were strategically placed over the top of the old drain, because that room used to be a shower room.
Yes, it did look like that, yes. Raspberry Talk's right, it did look like it had been used as a shower room originally, and then they've adapted it into a changing room. Because it was only one room, it meant other people that needed to use it couldn't use it if we were in it. It was not right. But I'm not going to keep on talking about all this, because I am in talks with Warner at the moment about all these problems.
It also meant when we wanted to leave, we couldn't get in the changing room to get changed.
Yes.
If somebody else was in there.
Yes, and there was one lady in the pool actually who asked if we were using that. We said yes, and she was like, "Oh, I'll be leaving soon," but we were already on our way out anyway. So.
But it wasn't that busy in there, was it, at first?
No, the pool was quite nice and quiet. There was a couple of hardcore swimmers in there, as I call them, because they were just doing laps and laps. It put me to shame, let's put it that way. Especially considering their ages. It was, yeah. It was quiet, and then sort of after near sort of lunchtime, there was these couples that was sort of near our age, but they were a bit boisterous. And they went in the steam room at one point and set off the safety alarm, which was amusing, but you know, everybody's there to relax and not, you know, be disturbed like that. But yes, we, after a while, we did decide to leave the pool because it was getting busy, and obviously Raspberry Talk can't do crowds at the moment.
What did we do after that? Just chilled?
I think we just chilled, yes. I think we did go for a walk actually. We may have gone for a walk by where the boats were and that. Because of where this was, it was actually part of Portsmouth, I believe.
Yeah.
And there was a walkway that we took nice and slowly at Raspberry Talk's pace, which was quite nice, you know, nice to have a little stroll. And yeah, we looked at the boats, but the water was...
the tide was out.
The tide was out, sorry.
And then it was time for dinner.
Yes, dinner. Again, the food was good, but at one point, Raspberry Talk's body decided to play up, which is typical because I was getting to a point where I was being a bit more relaxed than normal. But as soon as something like that happens, I just automatically go into carer mode. Our waiter, Carol, he was very good actually. He noticed something was wrong, but he handled it in such a way that I can't think of the words. Diplomatically, and he was asking if everything was all right. He didn't actually ask, "Are you all right?" But he asked if everything was all right. And
could he help? Is there anything he could do?
Yeah, it was really sweet.
What exactly was the problem? Because you haven't actually said what happened.
Sorry, yes. Raspberry Talk's arms decided not to work. This is part of what's going on with him. He gets muscle paralysis, which I have spoken before in another blog. Yes, his arms just literally, he can't move them, no matter what. And it just really upset him when this happens, and I did have to comfort him. And like I said, the waiter, Carol, was very good and asked if everything was alright.
So it was then, a chilled evening, time for bed.
Yeah.
And then we woke up the next day.
To
Dun,
Mr.
dun, dun.
Damp again. Yes, Mr. Damp was still around, even though we'd been told, maintenance had been out and stuff. Thing is, we didn't go to reception and complain again, but I did tweet Warner online, and the woman on there was quite helpful, and she said she was going to send the general manager out to have a look at it. I don't know if he did or not, because we didn't see him.
A chill day, and then we went and had our massage. What was that like?
Yes, the massage. I think I was actually more apprehensive than raspberrytalk was, because I was worried about him having a seizure during the massage, or having muscle paralysis, or having these normal twitches or something. I was just really, quite apprehensive. But the lady they put him with, she was brilliant. She knew how to handle him, and there was no problems. I think I was a bit more of a problem with my massage actually, because when I was having my neck done, my lady wondered if I'd had some damage done there because of the way my neck was reacting.
Well, like whiplash or something?
Yeah, she did actually ask if I'd had whiplash, and I was like, well, not that I'm aware of.
But you did think of something when we got home, didn't you?
Yes, I do remember an incident when I was very little. Sorry, sis, if you're watching this. Where my sister decided to, we had the old type windows that came down, not like the new ones you get now. She decided to put my head down like that and put the window down on it.
What, hard?
Yeah, quite hard.
Nice. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, sisters, they're just as bad as brothers, really, to be honest.
So, what was the holiday like overall?
Overall, what, for me or for raspberrytalk?
Both.
I think raspberrytalk enjoys it, but I think he was concerned that I wasn't switching off completely, which I probably wasn't, because even though I'd gone away, my job as his carer was still there, even though I did try and take a few steps back and try to relax, but I always find when I do that, something happens, like with the muscle paralysis at dinner. So yeah, I did enjoy the time away, and it was nice just to try and be a couple, because since what has happened to raspberrytalk has happened, I haven't felt like we've had much of that sort of time together. I feel like the caring role is sort of overtaken the romantic aspect of our relationship. But yeah, I think it has helped to a certain degree going away. But as soon as we got back, I just jumped back into my old roles of, doing half a dozen things at once, unfortunately. But yeah, it would be nice to go back.
You recommend it to friends?
Well, if they did go back to that particular one, I would recommend they ask not to be put into any of the Peacock apartments, or chalets, sorry, as they are. I would actually recommend, if they are disabled, that they go with the Greek view rooms, which seem to be nearer to the reception area and the pool and the salon and that. So yeah, I probably would recommend it, because it is all on the flat, and they have taken into account that older people can't walk as far and so on. Right, I think think that's it now. Bye from me.
Oh, and bye from me. See ya.
Bye. Take care of each other.